Hi, I just want to know your thoughts on the fight. And in the first round, it seemed that you had like your finger was out. I don't know how to. Was was that like? It seemed like that your corner was trying to put your finger back.
My thoughts on this fight. Um, First of all, I respect the decision of judge, but I don't agree with the decision at all. I think in this fight, 3 rounds, it was mine points. I won these 3 rounds, and in the final fifth rounds, only one takedown, and she didn't do nothing, just one takedown. And for this takedown give victory, I don't disagree about this. And even I was on the ground, I was like landing more punches, and she was just holding the position, nothing more.
What about your finger? Did you really hurt it?
Yes, it was dislocated in the first round, but then it was fine, everything fine.
Valentina over here. You may not know the answer to this question because I know it just happened, but in your mind, which rounds do you think you won decisively?
I think after the first round, it was like pretty close. Second, third, and fourth, it was mine. In fifth, all the round, it was mine. In just one takedown, I think about this takedown, it judges they give to other side. But how I said, even this takedown, it was only like control position, and I was landing more punches from being on the ground.
And the takedown came as a result, it seemed like you were trying to go maybe for a headlock or a throw. Can you explain why you went for that at that juncture? You hadn't gone for that, it seemed, throughout the fight.
I remember that in the last round, I did first takedown, like judo throw, and she took my back, but she could not do nothing. She just was sitting on the back. And then I remember in the cage, and it was like last maybe 30 seconds, maybe 40 seconds of the fight, and she was trying like shoot into the leg. And after this takedown, I was on the ground and just like till the end of the round was hitting, landing punches to her face and elbows.
Were you frustrated at all? Do you feel like she should have engaged more?
I'm frustrated with the decision because I don't agree totally. And my opinion, if it will be victory, it should be victory like clear. But in this fight, I see like more tactical, more like you can see on her face, on my face, who landed more punches. I had on my shin like stitches because I was hit her, and I don't know, maybe from her teeth, it was like cutting, bleeding, and this is like, I totally disagree.
Are you happy with your performance?
It's difficult to say right now, but I think totally it's like I won this fight.
Okay, and just one last thing. Do you think your next fight will be at 125?
I want my title, and I'm ready to take like one more fight against Amanda because I don't agree, and I know exactly that it was my fight, and if I have to fight her next, it will be for sure my victory.
You think you'll get that immediate rematch or trilogy fight with her?
Right now it's difficult to say because I think have to pass some time, and UFC has to take decision, but I will ask for rematch.
Valentina, is this one of the more frustrating nights of your career, just the way the result went?
It's like, I agree when it's like totally right. If you lost, you lost. But if you not lost, but the decision go to other side, this is more like when you feel it's not right. It's totally not right. I don't, once again, I respect decision of judges, but I think it was my fight.
Do you think Amanda will be willing to fight you again? Because she said after the first fight that she wanted to fight you again so she could get a more clear victory. Do you think, since the way the fight went tonight, split decision, she'll be willing to give you that third opportunity?
I don't know, but I know exactly that she feel that she didn't want this fight. She didn't do this.
Valentina, overall in the sport, do you think judging is pretty good, or do you think it could improve?
Can you repeat, please?
Just overall for the sport of mixed martial arts in general, is judging pretty good, or do you think it needs to improve?
It's difficult to say in general. Like, I think it's pretty good and everything, but how I say, if we speak about my fight, I think 3 or 5 rounds I won exactly.
Has that ever been a concern of yours in the past? Because you do like to fight like with your back more against the cage. You know, like Amanda was in the center of the octagon a lot, and some people think that that automatically means someone's winning a fight or a takedown, even if they don't do something with a takedown. Some people think that automatically wins the round. Has it ever been a concern of yours that your style in itself is somewhat difficult to judge?
Even like being in the center, it doesn't mean that you are more exactly shooting or punching or everything. And my punches was landing more frequently than hers. And if you, like just kicking leg, is it like significant strike? No, I don't think so. It's just, for me, it looks like, go away from me, don't come to me. And we are speaking about MMA. MMA, it's like more damage. And if like compare my face, her face, we can see who took more damage. And for me, if like I can throw like 100 kicks or 100 punch just like this, without any power, without nothing, like, and I think it's not a not right to give victory to this person who just doing like, go away from me, don't come to me. And one more time, it doesn't matter if you are, you can be every time in the center of the octagon, in the center of the ring, but without any success landing your punch.
So I guess what I'm asking you is because you know that, but maybe the judges don't know that because of how they scored the fight. Would that change at all, I guess, the way that you would approach a fight, just because it seems like the judges are potentially looking for something different?
MMA, it's not only like who give pressure, it's also like tactical, very tactical fight. And by tactic, if like maybe, I don't know why they took this decision, but exactly I can say that my punches was more effective than her punches. And we can see like videotape and can see exactly who was more like landing more punches or no.
Last question. It doesn't seem so because you said that you respect the decision. You're not planning any type of appeal on something like this?
If I can, I will, because I don't agree totally, I don't. But how I know from my experience, if judges took decision once, it's very difficult to change their mind.
Thank you.
Just had to ask one more. What happened at the end of the fight between you two? There was she was saying something to you, and when the fight was over, what happened?
I really like don't remember exactly, but I don't like her education, and she knew that she was like losing the fight. It's only one takedown. It was like successful to her. That's why I think she was more acting for judges, for public, for all people around, to see that she is more active by speaking. But in this time, while she was speaking something, I was punching her. And this is like, I think this is more real because this is MMA. It's not only speaking. If you speak, you will receive punch. And this is in the final. It's exactly what is happened.
What was she saying to you?
It's difficult to remember in the fight.
Yeah. You said you don't like her education. Do you mean her attitude?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Hi. I know Ari asked this earlier, but just to confirm, in your mind, it was rounds 2, 3, and 4. You felt you won decisively.
Can you repeat, please?
Just to double confirm, it was the second, third, and fourth rounds you felt you'd won it decisively.
Second, third, and fourth, and like more, not half, more than half of fifths. Only like one takedown from her side. And how I say, in the end of after this takedown, she just hold the position. I was landing more punches and elbows to her. It's like no control from this position from her.
Thank you.